Valderrama Golf Club has been the site of many dramatic moments. One involves Spaniard Miguel Angel Jimenez, whose fond memories of an albatross in '94 would hopefully spur him on in '99 against Tiger Woods.
I hit a 9-iron, and you don't spin back a 9-iron from 100 yards, and that's the way I executed the shot. And unfortunately, it went in the water.
The '99 American Express Championship. Vámonos!
Jack Nicklaus has won at Inverary.
Absolutely incredible.
Be the right club today. Yes.
Go in. Oh! There it is. 59. The best final round ever. Oh, my.
Welcome to this edition of PGA Tour Classic, the 1999 World Golf Championships American Express Championship. In 1999, a new era in professional golf was ushered in. The World Golf Championships. Its players the world's best. Their goal to win a championship that is truly international in scope. Andalusia, Spain, where an indigo sea meets an azure sky, hosted the World Golf Championships American Express Championship. Valderrama Golf Club on the southern tip of Spain was a worthy venue for such an elite field. The players represented the world's 5 most prominent golf tours, yet only one will earn the right to be called world champion. Next, it's the 1999 World Golf Championships American Express Championship, a PGA Tour Classic. For the final World Golf Championships event of 1999, the American Express Championship, with its $5 million purse, will play a pivotal role in season-ending honors. It's the last official money event for both the PGA Tour and the European Tour. The American Express Championship, with its $1 million first prize, will go a long way toward deciding many year-end awards. With the top 50 in the world golf rankings automatically qualified, 65 of the world's best made the trek to Valderrama. Best remembered as the site of the Europeans' dramatic victory in the '97 Ryder Cup. The Augusta of Europe, with its lush greens and magnificent cork trees, will provide a stern test for the world's best.
It's a golf course that is not very long. You need to put the ball in position of the tee. The fairways are really narrow. You have a lot of cork tree there. The greens are really small and with a lot of undulations, and it's a very demanding course.
It's very nice to have this type of tournament in Spain, because we always trying to improve on golf, and sponsors and looking in Spain to make this tournament is very nice for us.
Add young Sergio Garcia, and these Spaniards will hope to benefit from the support of the partisan crowd. Prior to the opening round, the newly created trophy was unveiled. Symbolic of the evolution of the game, the cup is named after one of golf's legendary figures, Gene Sarazen. On Thursday, '99 British Open champion Paul Lawrie got a taste of Valderrama's wickedness.
Watch this. Curtis mentioned this at the 9th.
Well, every green has 20 to 30 yards of this. It's almost like a putting surface on a lot of courses around the world. Some of the little bit of a slower green. This is just like it.
'99 European Ryder Cup captain Mark James got off to a fast start. His outstanding play may have him rethinking his captain's selection.
Around to 69, a surprise for you?
Big surprise. Normally high 70s around this course. If I'm good on the green, so today was definitely exceptional.
Bob Estes, the 30th ranked player in the world, had plans to improve his standing at Valderrama. His third at the par 4 13th gave him some hope.
Look at this. Well, unbelievable 3. That'll take him to 3 under par.
He then grabbed a share of the lead with this birdie putt at 15 to get to 4 under.
Yes, sir, Bob.
Joining Estes at the top of the leaderboard was another American, Jim Furyk. Furyk made a name for himself here in '97 in his Ryder Cup debut when he defeated Nick Faldo in a dramatic come-from-behind victory. Vijay Singh, a 5-time PGA Tour champion, had his game at full throttle in quest for the $1 million first prize. A birdie at 17 tied him at the top. And what about Tiger Woods? The world's #1 player, however, couldn't buy a putt. With one miss after another, Tiger was conspicuously absent from the leaderboard. He opened with an even par 71.
As you see, several players have gone over to the range to get ready for the second round. And in his standard position, always far left on the range, right?
Far left on the range with a big pile of balls.
Ready
he will be the last one there, too.
First in, last out.
On Friday, the Spanish faithful showed their support for a world event in their home country. Their countryman, Miguel Angel Jimenez, gave them something to cheer about. Rolling along at 5 under for the round, Jimenez gave himself a chance for another birdie at 16.
422-yard par 4.
Winner of the European Tour event last week. Birdied 6 out of the last 11 holes to take the title from Retief Hussain.
He's done pretty well in his homeland this year. The European Tour events, a couple of wins, including last week, a second, and trying to add to that this week. Had the shot of the year on the European Tour in 1998. Trophy Lancôme, Marco Mera, David Duval leading several Americans over here. Thinking about a 4-way playoff.
Had to get it up and down, and that's the way to keep yourself from having to make a tough putt to win.
Got it up and in. This is this year's Tour España Masters as the defending champion. Jimenez, the magic. And boy, we've seen this guy hold so many shots in addition to the 2 he made at Valderrama on the par 5 17th. And last week we mentioned the Volvo Masters, what a great finish he had. Sunday charge to win. Birdieing 6 of the final 11, and that's his son, also Miguel Angel. He was in the last group with Sergio Garcia. Sergio made a little interception of Miguel Angel's young son along the way. And then passed him off to Dad.
I had a good chance yesterday to catch up with Miguel Angel Jimenez and ask him a few questions about his motorcar. You're affectionately known as the mechanic by your mates on the Ryder Cup and your friends here on the European Tour, but I noticed today you drove in a nice 550 Ferrari. How's that?
That is great.
Great car?
Beautiful car. It's amazing. The best car in the world, really.
Did you get a chance last week to drive it around the test track?
And I went to the racetrack there at Jerez on Tuesday, and I made a couple of laps there.
How fast?
Well, it's not the straight is not long enough to get a maximum speed, no. But I get almost 220, 225, something. But then you have to reduce very quick to get the bends. You know, it's a U-bends there. And,
well, if you were in any car that you want to reduce quickly, in a Ferrari, I guess is probably the best one, huh?
Yeah. Also, it's at the stop very quick, very quick. Yeah, it's a very, very, very nice engine.
Revving up his game, 20-year Tour veteran Scott Hoke. A birdie at 10 vaulted him atop the leaderboard.
Scott rolls it in and takes the lead at 5 under par.
In his 20th year on tour, the 8-time Tour champion seems to be getting better with age. Day 1 leader Vijay Singh, 1 over on his round, looked to right his ship at number 9. With back-to-back birdies, the '99 Honda Classic champ made the turn at even par, 4 under for the tournament. Hard-working Vijay Singh looked to take command.
That's a 5-iron, and that should be a big one. We've seen a lot of 3s here today. A lot of 3-irons hit, and that'll be all right. Actually, we've seen a lot of 3-irons come up short. That 5-iron, almost a slam dunk.
Justin Leonard, a member of the 97 Ryder Cup team, returned in hopes of erasing past demons. 2 under through 9, the 97 British Open champ made 2 birdies coming in to shoot 67, 4 under for the tournament. Valderrama's signature hole, the par 5 17th, perennially plays a pivotal role in determining a champion. Though reachable in 2, the water fronting the green deters most players from taking the gamble. But not 98 BC Open champ Chris Perry. He plays a perfect approach to within eagle range.
It looks as if he's going to swing, and it stayed straight. Well done, beautiful throw.
The Eagles soared Perry into the lead with 99 Bay Hill Invitational champ Tim Herron at 5 under. Leonard and Singh just 1 back. Welcome back to the 1999 World Golf Championships American Express Championship, a PGA Tour classic. An elite field on one of the world's most demanding layouts. The field is determined by the top 50 of the world golf rankings and any player in the top 30 on the PGA Tour money list. Also included are the top 20 on the European Tour Volvo rankings, the top 3 on the Australasian Tour, Southern Africa Tour, and the Japan Order of Merit. Though the field is represented by players from 12 different countries, the best of the PGA Tour are shining through at Valderrama after 2 rounds. But holding strong on his home soil is Spaniard Miguel Angel Jimenez.
And we're back to the 16th, just left of the green, and Jimenez with his chip from the left rough. Just laid the club face open on the sand wedge. Going a little bit uphill from where he was. Great touch.
South African Nick Price, a winner of 16 PGA Tour events, hasn't won since the 1998 FedEx St. Jude Classic. This for birdie at 15 to get to 4 under. Over to 14.
Scott Hoke here with a longish putt for a birdie, and if he gets it in, he will have a share of the lead. Good speed and a beautiful line too. Well, you can see it. Much better strike from Hoke, running nicely at the hole, so he goes to 5 under par.
There are many ways that the treacherous 17th hole at Valderrama can jump out and bite even the world's best. First, the key is to find the fairway, but often that's no guarantee of success. And be sure to clear the steep slope that fronts the water at 17. With the closely shaved first cut, no ball is safe.
Now, you saw that little plaque back to 1994 when Jimenez had a drive and a 3-iron. This was his second shot, a different looking green in those days. And just watch this. It was a good swing, a full-blooded hit. The cameraman followed it beautifully through the air. And once it lands and starts heading for the flag, there's nowhere else it can go. You've got the rhythm and the pace of it. Hello. A 2 at Albatross.
Chris Perry continues to roll along, this for birdie at 13 to get him to 4 under.
And Tom Lehman with a long putt for birdie. He's been hanging in there all day, started the round at 3 under, birdied the first couple, then dropped a couple. And a wonderful putt there from long range. And that'll move Tom Lehman up too to just 1 out of the lead at 4 under.
But he had his troubles at 17.
Tom trying one of these long backswings and then just trying to slide the club straight under the ball and pop it up in the air. But he played it pretty well. But down the green it goes.
Peter, I do not think he could have played that shot any better. He almost had to bump it into the hill to have any chance to stop it.
Yeah, it's not the place to be, Judy, through this green. You can see how far he's gone past. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 steps, 10 steps maybe past the hole.
3 under for the day, 5 under for the tournament. Jimenez leads through 17. The Spanish faithful watched his every move, as did his wife, Montserrat. But the short putt at 18. It's hit too hard. It goes through the break. He'll finish at 4 under with a share of the lead.
You see it happen so many times. Just maybe got a bit greedy on the first putt, and then with all the people, last hole, you played so well, you have the lead of the golf tournament, you let one slip away.
Only dropped shot on the last 9 for the 35-year-old Jimenez, who shoots 69 today.
Back in the fairway at 18, Justin Leonard 2 over today, and he ends on a good note. This shot, and the birdie will put him just 1 back.
The wind pushed it too far.
At 3 under for the tournament, Chris Perry was trying to join the leaders at 4 under and playing the par 5 17th.
I'll tell you, this is a scary golf shot. 141 yards out of this rough, the ball sitting up. The ball's got to be 1.5 feet above his feet. Wind is gusting in his face, and there's no safe place to put this but on the green.
Hit a terrible second shot, just laying up, pushed it way to the right on the side of the hill. Look out.
That is some golf shot right there.
This to share the lead. Just a little bit of movement from the top side. Looks good. Very well done. He's kept things going very well today.
By day's end, Perry and Jimenez were tied for the lead through 54 holes at 4 under. There's a logjam 1 shot back. We'll be back with more of the 1999 World Golf Championships American Express Championship on PGA Tour Classic. Welcome back to the 99 World Golf Championships American Express Championship on PGA Tour Classic.
On the tip of Spain, Miguel Angel Jimenez.
There was little question who the Spanish faithful would be cheering for.
Little pitching wedge from 116.
Oh, and a marvelous shot there. Correct side of the flag.
Big putt here. Not going to get many opportunities from 8 or 10 feet.
Boy, he's made some good ones, Curtis, hasn't he, already, just in 5 holes.
Well, you struggle, you get it up and down, you hang in there, you make a few par-saving putts, and all of a sudden you hit it in and make a birdie, and you're tied for the lead.
Then ahead to the par 3 6th. Jimenez at 5 under.
Elevated tee in the wind right at his back.
Very nicely done.
He would coolly roll it in to increase his lead to 2 through 6.
To his wife, Montserrat. Muy bueno, she says.
While Jimenez was making it look easy, several other players quickly dropped out of contention. But one player who everyone expected would make his move at some point was doing just that. Tiger Woods got off to a fine start with a birdie on the first. Bunkered at 8, he showed no signs of giving in to Jimenez.
Tiger out of the bunker, 3rd at the par 4.
After hitting it right off the tee, he had to hit it through the trees. I believe he had to aim for the bunker because there's no way he could get it on the green from where he was. How about that?
Standing from Woods.
Tiger Woods' second shot.
That was a 9-iron from 168 yards.
Pretty deep divot there, Gary.
A little steep on that one, as he did on the tee shot off number 8.
Good shot, though, at excellent distance control again, coming up about 6 or 8 feet left of the hole. This for an outward half of 33, 2 under par. Look out. Tiger's back on top. Co-leader with Jimenez.
Jimenez, in search of his second consecutive win, was on top of his game. After making the turn at 1 under for the day, Jimenez had a long birdie attempt to get the 6 under for the tournament.
From the front fringe, Jimenez for 3. And in unison, the village of Churiana and all of Andalucia roar at the back of 10 green. And the local hero is tied for the lead.
Well, he ain't dead yet. Now Tiger, there's one of his favorite little chip-ins. Into the wind. This is slow coming back. Thank you. Well, now, you see, this young man does play a game, as Bobby Jones once had a game with which we're not too familiar, and he seems to be able to do it when it's most needed. He won't shake this fellow off so easily. I tell you, it's going to be an interesting battle, but Tiger chipping in there for an eagle 3 is a bit of magic there, Curtis.
Boy, Peter, you know, we continue to talk about this man like he's superhuman, and he continues to prove that he might be.
Talking about all the young players in Woods at 23 and Leonard at 27. Jimenez is 35, although he looks older. David Toms, 32, as the players battle for the $1 million first prize. Also this week, the International Federation of PGA Tours putting on this event announced the final stages of executing an agreement that would establish a first tee facility, junior golf venue 10 kilometers from Valderrama, where we are holding this World Golf Championship event. First Tee, a World Golf Foundation initiative dedicated to providing affordable golf access to those who otherwise might not have the opportunity to play the game. The emphasis is on kids, and los niños will have a good opportunity to learn golf at the First Tee in Spain.
And there's Tiger on the 12th.
Downhill, 197, par 3. More wind up the tee box.
Lovely.
A very good shot from Woods, who's made 3 on the last 3 holes.
Woods to convert the birdie and extend his lead to 3.
But when things are going well, don't leave him short, Mike, because the ball always gets on line.
His lead is now 3, back to 11.
And this for Ankel for a birdie at the 11th.
But this, to me, has to go if he's going to stay within some kind of striking distance.
Little left to righter. And he got it.
Boy, was that a good putt.
He remains only 2 back of Woods.
To 14.
And Tiger Woods' second shot.
Having laid well back, he's coming in with a 6-iron. He's hit that very solidly.
Oh, and then a wonderfully judged shot. I mean, the wind's coming whistling over the top of the hill. He's playing up to the green, 20, 30 feet above his feet. And that's a majestic stroke, right at the flag.
Over to 13.
And Jimenez, 3 behind the lead, has this for birdie.
And we'll go back over to 15, Tiger's 3rd shot.
He's been so good on these all week.
Kick right. Great shot.
Even when he's missed, he's been able to get it up and down and not work very hard doing it.
14.
Oh, it's a beautiful shot. Just got one big hop too many, but that's a holeable one coming down and across the slope.
To the tee at 16.
That was the driver, Ian.
And he didn't hold back either, Gary. Excellent position. Back to 14.
Jimenez with this putt about 20 feet or so for a birdie. Now he's 3 behind at the moment, so this we feel is a must.
There's one thing in his favor. He has been putting well, so the confidence has to be high. And you certainly have to believe in yourself when you come down the stretch on Sunday afternoon.
This fella's grown in stature the last 2 or 3 years. He was really a good, steady player, and then suddenly he got a new lease of life. Confidence oozing through his game. He's putting better, hits the ball for. He's just a very good, competent, professional player of the game of golf now.
To 16.
Look how much he's opening the face. Anytime you open the face this much out of heavy grass, there is a lot of room for error. Or there isn't much room for error, excuse me. Has to be hit perfectly.
And as we've seen so many times before, just a wonderful little shot, but that's so difficult with the wind behind coming down the slope.
2 behind Woods, Jimenez on the tee at the par 3 15th.
And this is the longest of the par 3s.
Now the 2-iron starts at the left side.
We'll follow the contour of the putting surface.
That is some shot. That is some shot. Look at him, he knows it too.
To 16.
Tiger for par. Well, that's the first chink we've seen. It's the first dropped shot of the day for Tiger.
And Ian, we just mentioned on the last green, if Jimenez made the birdie putt, it could be a 2-shot swing, and it happened just like that.
Many fans following Jimenez were hoping his climb to the top could catch a Tiger by the tail. At 15, the 4th hardest hole on the course, Jimenez faced a 20-foot birdie putt to tie for the lead. Good speed, he just didn't play it high enough.
So a par putt will leave Jimenez 1 back with 3 to play. The 16th. The difficult, treacherous 17th. And the finishing hole that's only seen 1 birdie. Let's go over to the 17th.
And Tiger Woods on the tee. Pushed his last tee shot to the right, and he's hit that one down the right half of the fairway in position A.
Well, he hit a perfect drive right down the middle of the fairway, and laid up a little 6-iron down there. And I had 100 yards to the hole, right on the number, and I hit a 9-iron. And you don't spin back a 9-iron like from 100 yards. Well, at least I don't. I hit my 9-iron about 140.
105 yards to the hole. The wind really in his face quite hard at the moment.
Oh, that should spin back to go now. Steady, steady. Steady. Oh, that's silly. That is silly.
Peter, did you notice he actually stopped watching it? He thought he hit a pretty good shot.
Well, he did hit a beautiful shot, 8-10 feet past the hole, but that was remarkable. You just can't believe it. It looks as if it's going to stop 6 or 7, 8 feet, no more than 8 feet short of the hole, and he spun it back in the water.
You can obviously get angry, but you can't get down on yourself because you hit a good shot. You played the shot the way you needed to play it, to leave myself off the bank, possibly an uphill 8-footer for birdie, and that's what I needed to do, and that's the way I executed the shot. And unfortunately, it went in the water. When they started cheering when the ball went in the water, yeah, that's unfortunate. And it's unfortunate that they got on us for the Ryder Cup, and the way we acted, well, unfortunately, they did the same thing.
For us all to get criticized so much at the Ryder Cup and then to have them cheering for balls that go in the water and for missed putts, I think just proves that people want their own guys to win. And you kind of give up your right to criticize, and you do that. I think it's just ridiculous.
It's going to be tough to get the guys to come back again if you get that kind of reaction from the crowd. I mean, there's one thing about this game. It's a game where everyone's supposed to have a reasonable chance, and it's supposed to be equitable, this game. But we couldn't, by the sound of the cheer from back where we were playing our second shots, I thought Tiger would hold it. And, then I heard it went in the water. I was actually a little disgusted.
Tiger's in trouble. His one-shot lead in jeopardy. Welcome back to the 1999 World Golf Championships American Express Championship, a PGA Tour Classic. Tiger's one-shot lead now hanging in the balance after hitting his third shot into the drink at the par 5 17th. Here's his fifth shot.
He's bringing this in sort of a middle trajectory again with a lot of spin, but you can't blame him for going long there.
Well, he just stuck on the edge, but it makes you wonder if that ball had come back, whether it would have again got in the water. We'll go back to the 16th. Now, this opens up a whole new can of worms.
Jimenez second shot.
A 5-iron from 166, and he cannot have any idea of what's going on at the 17th.
I'm sure one thing he does know, though, is that 3 pars would be 3 very good scores.
This will be a tough par.
Well, we saw Tiger hit it over the back here as well, and probably not in as bad a position as that, and couldn't get it up and down. 17.
Back to Tiger now at the 17th, coming down the hill.
Peter, remember in the Ryder Cup during one of the matches, I know it's a different green, but Tiger actually putted it in the water there 2 years ago.
Yeah, now, has he hit that hard enough? I think he has. It's just like him to hold.
Look out.
Look at it go now.
Look out. This is goofy golf at its best, Peter.
Well, I mean, he's got a putt for 7 now. Back to the 16th.
Now Jimenez with his little pitch from just over the back in the rough.
Well, the shot is just a little long, but mostly he missed the green left, and left being the short side today, there's only 12, 14 feet of green to work with. He has caught a pretty good lie.
And with Tiger ahead with about a 12-footer for a double bogey to go back to 7 under, Jimenez could get this up and down and be 1 in front going to the next tee.
Pretty nice touch.
Very good shot. Pretty straight putt from there, going back into the breeze and uphill. Very makeable.
And Tiger has this for 7. Fairly straight putt up the hill, but these at moments like this, you've got to let your brain clear, because all sorts of thoughts, if you're not really concentrating 100%, all irrelevant thoughts wash in and out of your brain. Why did it happen to me? I played a good shot. You're reliving that third shot. Now he's got to concentrate, maximum concentration, bang in the middle. Well, of course, the crowd applaud because they're urging their man on. He mustn't begin to take these things as personal insults, because they can now see that Tiger, who 45 minutes ago looked invincible, is now game on. Game on.
A person from their own country is obviously playing well, and in the big event, he's had a tremendous year in Spain with his 2 wins and a second, I think. And I think that, you know, obviously they wanted him to win, but, you know, I had also had a lot of fans, you know, pulling for me as well. So when the ball went in the water, obviously it was disappointing to hear the sounds, but understandable.
Now this is a pretty important putt, obviously. Jimenez to retain a 2-shot lead with 2 to play.
He has studied the leaderboard here at the green. It is only has Tiger Woods through the 16th hole.
Thought it'd turn. With 2 holes to play, he takes a 1-shot advantage to the very difficult par 5 17th. There's been more doubles and triples than birdies, which is pretty unusual on a par 5.
Back at 18, Tiger Woods, second shot, he trails by 1.
107 yards to the hole after a 347-yard tee shot.
Stops on the putting surface, so he'll have at least an attempt to make a birdie.
Back to Jimenez at 17. After a good drive and a perfect layup, he has this left for his 3rd.
Well, the one place he is thinking about is if he misses, he has to miss long, but as we've seen, the chip or the putt back down the hill can be very dangerous as well.
Well, he has hit a high draw.
That's an awful long way from the hole.
Ahead to the 18th, and Tiger's birdie attempt to get him to 7 under.
Nope. You can tell how quickly he got out of it. But a par for Woods at the last, which is a decent score compared to the rest of the field. He posts 6 under, which earlier looked like it would be a winning score. See what Jimenez does.
At 17, Jimenez's birdie attempt rolled 6 feet from the hole. He has this to maintain his lead over Woods.
This moment, and for this prize, this is a huge putt for Jimenez. This for a par, this to stay 1 ahead. Oh, it nearly. It's a great, great, great putt. There, the old mechanic, he's a tough old cookie, I'll tell you that.
The locals are out in full force to see if one of their own can bring home the championship. Jimenez with a 1-shot lead at 18.
Judy, he's shown a lot of courage all day long with a lot of good up and downs and a lot of par-saving putts, hasn't he?
Oh, he has a great deal of composure. It's very difficult to tell if he has played a good shot or a bad shot, and he has never lost his concentration even for a moment.
After leaving his 2nd shot short of the green at 18, he has this difficult pitch left.
Slow down. Tiger sensing that a playoff is a possibility. Back over towards the practice ground to warm up.
Thank you. Taking dead aim. Does have to chip it, though. And you know who they're rooting for.
Almost, senor. Sporty shot from Jimenez, who has that putt to force a playoff. Another look. So close.
Jimenez tapped that in for bogey, and they head out for a playoff as PGA Tour Classic continues. We return to the 1999 World Golf Championships American Express Championship.
Welcome back. While away, tee shots to start the playoff on the first playoff hole, the 18th. First, Tiger Woods.
This is a 3-wood that will go probably just over the corner of the trees on the left.
Oh, big and high, Curtis. Looks like it's on a good line.
You heard Steve, his caddy, say, awesome.
Just catching the first cut. And then Miguel Angel Jimenez.
Going with a driver this time, an iron before.
Now, this is a hook, and it was not hit well.
So problems for Jimenez, who has bogeyed this hole Saturday and Sunday.
Looks like he has some kind of lofted club out to the right of this tree. Hood the club face. Hit a big hook. See how far right he's aiming this. He's got the club face closed.
I don't think he could play a shot from that lie, Curtis, that would have put the ball on the green.
Only 110 to the hole after a 347-yard drive. The door is open for Woods.
Judy, does he go to the right or does he go right at it?
Oh, I think he takes it 12, 15 feet right of the hole. He's got a sand wedge in his hand.
Exactly what you call it, Judy. Smart shot, make the other guy get it up and down.
Now Jimenez.
That, in fact, is not the sun, but an artificial light in the tree. Like Curtis told us earlier in the week, some of the trees have lights in them to help the growing because the leaves obscure the natural light. And Jimenez is playing in the illumination of one of those artificial lights now.
Yet the result of his third shot was less than glowing. Jimenez was unable to get up and down for par. So Tiger Woods has 2 putts from 15 feet for the championship. It seemed inconceivable that after the disastrous triple bogey at 17, that Woods would find himself with a chance for redemption.
The best season of the quarter century. 8 wins. $6.6 million. And the legend grows.
I've had a great season, and it's nice to end it this way and to get a victory and to beat a great champion like this on a tough day. But, you know, it was a great way to end the year, and, you know, hopefully next year I'll be able to play the same type of golf. We'll see about the number of victories, but let's see if I can just continue to improve.
Congratulations, Tiger Woods, winner of the 1999 World Golf Championships, American Express Championship, a PGA Tour Classic.